Many of us know that running a shamba can be quite difficult.
Sometimes there's no water, and other times there's just so much of it. Soon enough, your cattle get sick, your crops get sick, and you get sick as well.
So if you need a helping hand, if you need friendly advice, call on us for a
Shamba Shepherd. Meet John, Jane, and the children. Elizabeth, David, Rose, James, and little Stevie. And here's Granny and Auntie. Don't they look lovely?
They all live on this 5-acre shamba at Limuru, on the hills outside Nairobi. But John had a bad accident a year and a half ago, and the shamba has fallen into disrepair.
So they've called us in for a Shamba Shepherd. Now, if I were to wave a magic wand and grant you three wishes, what would they be, John?
3 wishes. Power, water, plus good shade for the cattle, and more cows.
How about you, Jane?
Good and shaped shamba, water, and good jiko.
Good jiko.
Yeah.
Great. How about you, Elizabeth?
Power, good jiko. Also school fees for education.
Rosie?
If we could have water, we could plant vegetables like carrots, sukuma wiki, and cabbages.
You help your mom to cook?
Yes,
What are you cooking us for lunch?
rice.
Rice. Now we are going to have rice.
Looking forward to it.
Good.
Good girl.
And you?
James?
I'd like us to have a television.
Television.
Television. Great.
Let's see now. Now we have power, new improved Jiko, and then we had advice for cattle and the crop, and a television.
And a television.
So what do you think, Naomi? Should we go and have a look-see?
You can shape it, I can be very happy.
See whether we can do a Shamba Shepherd?
Yeah, and you bet.
So,
So,
do you think
are
we
you
are ready?
ready?
Yes.
You ready for what?
For the
Which
shamba.
is it?
No,
Are
I
you
don't
ready
think
for
we
the
are ready.
Shamba Shepherd?
Are you ready for it? Let me hear you then.
Let's go.
Say it.
Okay.
Say it. Shamba Shepherd. Let's go. Although we know a little about farming, we certainly don't know it all. So we've gathered a team together to help shape up John's Shamba.
Here is Charles and Mwangi, who tackled most of the building work. Now we call them Mr. Sunshine and Mr. Rain, and perhaps now you can see why.
And not only that, we have the country's leading researchers and experts standing by who race to the Shamba to give their family their professional advice.
And with the shape-up tent in place, we guarantee that in 5 days, we'll leave John's Shamba in a much better shape than we found it in.
Lots of work, but we've got to get it done.
All right. Because of his accident, John has not been able to work for over a year. No work means no money. So plans for his Shamba have been put on hold.
So, John, what do you want done to the cowshed?
You can enlarge it so that I can keep more cattle, daily cattle, so that I can have more milk.
So the more enlarged it is, the more yield of milk you get.
Yes.
What else, John?
To be concreted.
Concrete.
Yes.
Why concrete?
Yeah.
So
right.
that during the rainy season, the cows will be clean.
The cows will be
be
clean.
clean.
Yes.
They'll not be sleeping on the...
And the mud is
Okay, you want clean cows, so we put concrete for you. We make some kind of a small trench
Yes.
so that the slurry can go to the farm.
to this.
And then the compost can be put aside because it's written in the compound or something
Yes,
of that
that's
sort.
good. That's
You see, I knew that.
Yes, yes.
Do they catch any disease?
Yes.
Like which one?
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia?
Pneumonia, yes.
You didn't know cows get pneumonia?
No,
I'm
I
sure of
did,
that.
I
Oh,
did,
yeah.
I
Good.
did.
Now you've had it.
Yeah.
We make what? We get them some jackets. So what we can do, maybe shelter them from the cold. I think
Yes,
that,
yes.
that could be good for
Can
you.
be good.
Yeah, I think that can be done.
Will be good.
What else, John?
To have somehow to keep calf.
The small ones, the small
ones,
calves.
Yes.
Is that all?
Many things.
Many things.
Yes.
Mention a few.
You can
Quickly.
remember me.
Well, I think it's something Mr. Rain and Mr. Sunshine can tackle. Don't you think so now?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's get them up.
Okay, guys, time to work. Look at them run. Now, guys, what we need to do here, we have to put in some concrete, right? Just down here. Then make a trench to make sure the slurry goes straight to the farm. And then, of course, you put some barriers to prevent the cold from coming into the shed. Right?
And the roof. And the roof too.
The roofing has to be perfect. It should look good. Then we come back and see how you're getting on. John really depends on his cows for cash to pay for the kids to go to school. He gets 19 liters of milk a day from his 2 cows, which are zero grazed.
Granny's cows graze in the field yield only 8 liters.
The regular cash flow from milk sales keeps the family going.
But in the dry season when there's no fresh grain feed, John's milk production falls rapidly. But I know the expert who can put things right. Josephine Kirui works for the Land O'Lakes as a dairy product specialist. Now she's been helping farmers for many years. Josephine will have all the answers to John's milk production problems.
Okay, John, I have an answer for you.
Yes.
It's called silage.
Yes.
It's easy to make, it's cheap, simple, and it's just like a cooking recipe.
And you'll get a lot of milk after that.
And you can be able to pay for your kids' school fees. You can maintain your production. Yeah, it will be good for the family.
Right, let's get cooking. John usually cuts his napier grass by hand. This can take him 4 hours for one day's feed. Often the cut grass is too long and the cows don't like the thick stalks.
But Josephine has brought along a new cutting machine, which is causing great excitement to the crew, cast, and cows. Okay, boys, back to work.
The great thing about this machine is that it's totally labor saving. Now, in half an hour, it can cut the same amount of napier grass that used to take John 4 hours to do, leaving him lots more time to work on the Shamba.
This machine is called a chaff cutter. It is hand-driven. We also have a motorized chaff cutter, but this one will do the work. Where you put your napier grass in and chop into small pieces to the right size, 1 inch. That way you'll be able to make your silage easy.
And the blade, what do you do with the blade? You sharpen
You
it.
can sharpen.
But it can be dangerous too, can't it?
That is why you have this protection so that your kids do not put your hands there.
They cannot put their hands
there.
in there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or here.
or there.
Yes.
So it's adults only.
No, you can train your kids also. To
Oh,
make
okay,
it.
okay,
Yeah.
John. So, John,
Yes.
what did you say if I say I'm going to give you this machine?
I'll be very happy.
Keep working.
Now that we have enough material, we can go and make silage.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Everyone gathers to see how silage is made. And Granny and Auntie have front row seats.
Now let's go through the steps of making silage. I said we need napier grass, molasses, water, and then after that a polythene tube of 2.5 meters. Tie it one side, get a tube, and then we'll be ready. Spread your napier grass well. Then we dilute 1 liter of molasses to 3 liters of water. You mix the molasses and the water, then you can pour over the napier grass.
Turn in the silage, man.
Mix with your hands. And then after that, your material is ready for compaction to exclude air, which makes things rot. So you continue compacting, adding some more material, repeating the same process until you fill your bag. Tie your tube, and then you have to store it in a place which is cool, away from the sun. Place something heavy. Why? We are putting this napier grass away from oxygen, because oxygen is what makes things rot. Leave it for 2 months and it will be ready. But remember, you don't use until
Dry season.
dry season.
Okay.
Yeah, you see?
Yes.
This is how you make silage. Yeah, it's ready for feeding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Then my cows during dry season, they'll be very good and produce more milk.
Silage is simple to make, cheap and very effective.
One large bag of silage will feed one cow for 20 days in the dry season.
Make the silage where you store it. Is a 400 kilo bag is very heavy to carry.
Hard work.
And try to keep it off the ground to stop rats getting to it fast. Stored well, silage can keep up to 10 years.
Silage used in dry season will keep milk production high, so there's plenty of for all the family and some left over to sell.
What's good for the cow is good for the farmer.
One day down, 4 to go. As night falls, it's time for reflection. What a day, what do you think?
I liked what John talked about cleanliness.
He's a clean farmer, that's for sure.
And the cow shed. Lots of work.
Yeah. Silage?
Silage was jumping up and down. Well, all in all, it's shaping up.
Shaping up well. Coming up, who learns how to plant a seedling which is disease-free and gives bigger and better bananas?
And what's the surprise that comes in the night?
John and his family live on this 5-acre shamba in the hills above Nairobi.
John had an accident a year and a half ago and hasn't been able to work since because he wasn't earning his Shamba suffered. So John contacted us for a Shamba shape-up.
Now we've made a start on rebuilding the cow shed and learned all about silage. But with only 4 days to go, there's still plenty left to do, like the kitchen. Howdy.
Karibu.
Hi, Elizabeth. Hey, just in time for what? What's cooking?
Tea.
Tea.
Yeah.
So who does most of the cooking here?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many people do you have to cook for?
A 7.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, yeah.
So tell me, what is the problem?
Hi, the stove is low. Oh, I have to bend.
You're not that very old.
I'm not old, but
What other problems are there?
A problem is a smoke.
Oh, the smoke. Yeah.
Smoke, yeah.
and also the roof.
Twinkle, twinkle, little stars out there.
We want some shelves because we put some utensils down.
Yeah, some shelves would be
on
great.
the floor.
So, yeah, and I see you have wood out there.
Yeah, we have
Why?
wood. It's to dry, so as not to have much smoke.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
causes the smoke.
Yeah.
Where do you get your wood from?
But we have our trees.
Your trees, are you
Yeah.
sure? Eh?
Yeah.
Hi.
We
You
have
don't
them.
cut them from the forest, eh?
No.
Does the chief know about this?
Yes.
You're not supposed to cut any tree. You have to go to the chief. When you have to cut
Yeah.
a tree. Do you do that?
Yeah.
For real? If I call the chief right now, he'd say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So now I know what you want. You want a higher stove, right? Right in the middle here, so everyone will sit around here. Okay. Then you want some shelves on the wall, right? Oh yes, and the roof. Now for the stoves, I just know the right place to buy them. Cheap jiko, which is going to use less wood and there's going to be less smoke. Okay. What we're going to do, we'll walk out, go and choose a very good stove, and we shape up the kitchen. Sawa sawa.
Okay. Okay.
Great, let's go. We walk to the village to see what's on offer. Jikos like this can be found anywhere and are cheap to buy. Okay, sawa, Santi. Successful shop. Now our Jiko experts can get to work building the new oven.
Richard Ondieki and Nazir Mohammed set up their company, the Youth Environment Alliance, to promote sustainable products.
They have installed many of these ovens, and the big advantage is that these Jikos use far less wood, saving the family both money and time. They can also be built cheaply.
We use available local material. It's just a matter of finding the maram stones around. The red soil and the soil, you just get it from the person himself. The liner is being made with the local people. Water. And my bare hands.
First, the stones. They make the oven higher as Elizabeth doesn't want to crouch to cook. After that, pack it with clay. And then smooth it down. How's it going, guys?
Nice. Okay.
How much firewood can it use?
It's only 2 pieces of firewood.
So it can conserve a lot of firewood. Is good
this,
for
this firewood. Only 2 pieces of this will cook you food for food maybe of like ugali, skuma.
So a daily
2 pieces of this. You can only use 2 pieces of firewood.
This is now where you place your firewood, something like this.
You see also this Jiko is safe. Once you're having your child at this point, he's not ready to get in contact with the fire because it's far away. It's great that distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you guys, keep going.
The Jiko have 3 burners, which can also heat a metal oven in between. And there is a place to put your pots. Richard and Nazir are finishing the Jiko with cement, but it can be done just as easily with cow dung and mud.
Yeah, this one is a great job. Yeah.
The Jiko will take up to 3 days to dry. So our building team starts on the rest of the kitchen.
First up, the chef to keep utensils off the floor. Good sewing, Stevie. A nice new table to prepare food on.
Then a new roof.
Spider-Man Mwangi.
Hi, Mwangi. Hi. Is that roof firm enough? Hey. It looks dodgy to me. You might fall down and straight to the kitchen. Barbecue Mwangi. Okay. But you're doing a good job. Keep going, Mwangi.
Keep it up.
Good. And we thought we'd add a second opening to let more light in and more smoke out.
So, is a new Jiko a success?
What do you think? Yeah, I like it very much. Much better.
You know, they may be excited, but I think John is wondering what to cook tonight.
I know.
No, you're going to cook it.
No, the Jiko is very good, but I'm not going to cook this.
You're going to be
That's not my job.
Just one day.
Sindio, you don't want him to cook for you?
No.
And while the team is busy finishing the kitchen, we'll get busy in the field, fixing another of the family's problems. This time, more crops and better production. Meet Monica Young. She is a project officer from Farm Africa. She's going to show the family how to get the best out of their shamba.
Don't just mix your vegetables with the maize. There's a good way of planting them. Instead of planting beans haphazardly, there's a way of planting it in rows in between the maize. That way, it will be easier for you to manage, it will be easier for you to weed,
Yes.
it will be easier for you to harvest. And when it also comes to controlling diseases, pests and diseases, it's easier for you to come with your knapsack and spray.
Is it right for us to plant kales together with the maize?
We recommend that you plant the kales as a separate garden, using the right spacing, because even this spacing of yours is too much, so that you optimize on the yield. Your napier grass is actually too old. Basically for quality napier, so that your cow gets the best out of your napier grass and gives you all the milk that you need, it should be young, like this one. Because if you also use very old, the cow will not be able to eat that hard stem there. It will also be wasted. Don't wait until it starts forming stems at the base, because when that happens, then the quality, the nutrients in this napier is not good. You need to plant it with manure, which you are generating a lot of it. And also when you harvest, you come and also put some manure and cover up, so that whatever also the new shoots which come up are strong. But the most important, ensure that when you're harvesting, you harvest at the right time.
Yes.
When you harvest at the right time, you get quality. Mama, I see you have a very nice banana, but too many stems. You should only have about 4. That way you'll also be able to get a bigger bunch than what you have there. And add manure, because you also need to keep on feeding this banana so that it keeps on giving you good production. Since you planted this banana, how many years did it take to give you this fruit?
About 2 years and a half.
That is too long. And I'm going to show you a banana variety which takes a much shorter time to give you a fruit, gives you a much bigger bunch, and it is disease free, and it is good for the market. So this is the new variety. It's a Cavendish type. It is not genetically modified. It is disease free, but you have to plant it in a certain way. From one plant to the other plant, it has to be 3 meters. Then you dig the hole of 2 feet by 2 feet and 2 feet deep. You remove the topsoil, keep it aside. You dig the bottom soil and keep it aside. And then mix 2 debes of manure with the topsoil. Then fill the hole with that. And then you plant your seedling, and you plant it right in the middle. And then you can fill it up with the other soil. Then you water. In the middle, you can actually put a cover crop like orange or yellow sweet potato vines. You need to make ridges. And from one ridge to the other ridge, it will be 1 meter. And then you plant on top of that ridge. And then within about 3 to 4 months, you're harvesting your sweet potato. They are rich in vitamin A. As you know, it's very good for sight. And they really taste very nice. They are in a very high demand in our markets here in Nairobi. So for a farmer, this is a sure crop. If you are thinking of farming as a business, this will also add money into your pocket.
If you want to shape up your shamba, remember to sow seeds in rows, not mixed up together.
Napier grass should be harvested when young and tender. Cows don't like old leaves and thick stalks.
Make sure your banana plants are not crowded. Have no more than 4 stems growing together. This will give you bigger and better bananas.
And why not plant the new variety of banana seedlings, the Cavendish, which are grown in a laboratory and are disease and pest free. They also give a crop within a year. Don't forget to plant 3 meters apart in 2-foot square holes and fertilize well.
The excellent sweet yellow potato can grow between the bananas. Plant 30 centimeters apart on ridges 30 centimeters high. They are rich in vitamin A, give great immunity and sell well in the market.
More money from the market means more money for the family. Good news for everyone.
Mr. Handy Mwangi.
Yes.
How is it going?
Fine.
So what have you done so far?
Now we are now putting up the roof. Finished almost the structure.
It looks good. You know what, Mwangi? I'm thinking of moving in here myself.
Why?
To stay here.
This is now a good house, eh?
I can live there easily.
But I'm sorry, this for cows.
Why? I cannot fit in there with the cows.
Yeah, you can't.
You squeeze one space for the cows, and me, I can have one room. That's
this is a good house anyway.
Yeah. So how soon do you think you'll be finished?
I think in one or 2 more days.
No, Mwangi, I want it done today.
I think by tomorrow but one, we'll be finished. Yeah. Haraka, fanya haraka sana. Quickly. You have to finish this quickly.
Evening comes to the Shamba. The family stop work for the day. Power was high on their shape-up wish list.
Rose, can you do your homework?
I can't do my homework because it's too dark.
In the darkness of their house, now we can see why.
Come rain or shine, Elizabeth and James still have to walk a long way to the well and pay 3 shillings a jerrycan to get the family's water. This is something we can definitely shape up.
The rain is over. Let's see what is in store here.
This is where they wash their utensils.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much did you collect?
Very little. Very little.
It's not big enough.
No.
So you need a bigger tank. Yeah, and that gut thing, oh man, it's not strong enough. As you can see. I need new ones.
So much water wasted.
Yeah,
so
it's a pity.
Which I think we should just go and see what Granny has.
Oh, Granny. Granny.
She's got animals that probably it could be the same problem. Let's find out.
My. See any water in this?
This sure is
Wow.
ancient.
Could you turn on the tap now?
Oh, dry.
The tap's dried. Oh man.
It's actually broken from the bottom.
And the guttering equally bad. And you need to tap all that rainwater. It could be such a waste.
I mean, Granny has cattle, she has goats, she has a shamba and no water.
So we need new gutterings here and a new water tank. Now that we have seen it all, we know what to do. Handy Mwangi.
While Mwangi got grappling with the gutters, I had an amazing chat with Granny. I can't wait to tell Tony.
How are you getting on?
Fine, you?
Good. See what
Now,
we are doing.
listen, you're never gonna guess this.
What? It's raining.
That Granny and my granny
have been friends for many, many years. And guess what? They've never seen each other for the last 20 years.
Last 20 years?
The last 20 years. Can you believe? Wouldn't it just be great getting them together?
Good, good. Let's do that. Let's get them together and see the excitement. Okay.
Granny will be so surprised to meet up with her old friend after 20 years.
And there is another surprise for the family too. Remember the house at night? Well, while they were out on the Shamba, we called in the solar power experts.
This small solar panel will supply enough power to run 3 light bulbs and a socket. It only took half a day to install, and the great thing about solar is that the sun shines for free. And tonight, we will see the light.
Karibu, hodi.
So here is the very good mother. One of your wishes was what? Light, right?
Yes.
Light.
Yeah.
Now, at this very moment, I wave my much wand. And guess what? Let there be light. Hey, Steve! Great. Now there's one more wish. Now you ready for it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, right, coming right up. Johnny! Okay, come.
Coming, Naomi.
Come.
Okay, here we go. You like it?
Yes.
I take it back.
No.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay, shout. In terms of solar power. Well, that went on well.
Yes, it did. This is Steve's face. He was so happy for the TV.
Television.
Yes.
Well, solar power.
Nothing beats it.
Well, I guess they'll not be needing this anymore.
No, they won't. Happy John's family.
Yep.
Coming up, will our 2 grannies recognize each other?
And is this a new dance or way to solve a maize problem? With 1 day to go, the team is going for it. It's a race against time. But with Pretty Elizabeth around, the tea breaks get longer and longer. You know, that cowshed will never get finished.
Na unaona vile job iko hada hapa.
Hii mtamaliza tu saa hizi.
Kumaliza lakini
Utakuja tu hiyo.
lakini utatuongezea.
Ataongeza zi.
Mipango iwe ile ile.
Hivyo hivyo. Alikuwa kabisa.
Sawa sawa.
And you too, quickly. Yes, quick.
But back to business. The maize on the Shamba is not looking good. So, we've contacted Dickens Nyangol, a technician from Isipe, for his expert advice. So, Jane here and Elizabeth are worried about the maize crop.
I see.
And I should get this is a problem.
This is a stalk borer problem. And when the stalk borer infestation is low, you see this kind of damage. But when the number of the stalk borers in the plant increase, you see this kind of damage getting severe. It will become severe until they cause a complete loss to the farmer. Like you see, this plant, the growing point is killed, and this we call dead heart. You can even see this one is broken.
What do you mean by dead heart?
A dead heart is the killing of the growing point by the insects that damage maize in the field. This is a plant which is damaged by maize stalk borer. And if you look at this, if you see this kind of frass, it shows there is a stalk borer larva feeding in, and this is the excreta. When you start splitting the stem, you will be able to see the damage they have caused in the stem, and you'll be able also to see the insect. There are many inside here. So this maize is not going to grow anymore, and it will not form any cob. So the farmer is not going to get any harvest from this plant.
Where do the stalk borers come from?
Okay, stalk borers come from the moths, these ones, which lays egg in the plant, and the eggs hatch into the stalk borers.
Okay. Can it spread from this plant to another?
Okay, this one will grow here, but when it grows to adult, the adult will come out and lay eggs in other plants. So the population will increase.
What can we do?
Yeah, we have developed a technology which I'm now going to show you how you can control this pest. Okay, this is Desmodium.
What does it do?
The Desmodium produces some smell which the stalk borer moths don't like, and therefore they are pushed out of the field and leave your maize healthy. When you plant Desmodium, you plant in between the lines of maize. And after every 5 lines of maize, you plant another line of Desmodium. Once the Desmodium pushes away the stalk borer moths from your field, they are pulled to the napier grass, which you plant 1 meter away from the line of Desmodium. And the napier grass will attract the stalk borer moths and kill them there. So it is push-pull. Yes, Desmodium pushes, napier grass pulls, and that leaves your maize clean.
What do you think about the push and pull?
It's nice.
That is the new system of controlling stalk borer without using pesticide, and once you plant it in your field, it will provide protection for up to 7 years.
Watch out for the maize stalk borer. It can ruin your crop.
To prevent it spreading, plant Desmodium every 5 rows of maize. Then 3 lengths of napier grass all around the maize plot.
The stalk borer moth will be pushed away by the Desmodium and attracted or pulled to the napier grass, where it prefers to lay its eggs. But the napier grass kills off the larva.
Push-pull is what it's called. If you do this, your maize will be naturally protected from the stalk borer, giving you a bigger harvest and a healthy shamba. Today is Granny's big day. She doesn't know that we have secretly arranged for her old friend to come and visit, the first in 20 years. Granny's friend is 102 years old and finds it difficult to walk. Will they recognize each other? And while the 2 old ladies talk about times past, Elizabeth is putting the finishing touches to her new kitchen.
With the team's hard work, in 3 days we have transformed their kitchen from that into this. So what's the verdict?
I like the kitchen because right now the stove uses less firewood. It cooks faster than before, and the less smoke it has, it comes out through these 2 windows.
The new roof is so good.
Shelf there. We don't now put things down on the floor.
I like this kitchen because it's better than the old one.
I like it. It's very nice.
Time is ticking away as our team wrestles with the water problem.
Over the cowshed, it's time to go home. With still lots left to do.
Let's hope tomorrow we'll see the Shamba shipped up. But we'll just have to wait and see. It's our last day on the Shamba. Will we finish on time?
So Naomi, what have you accomplished so far?
Solar power is installed and the television tuned in.
Jane and Elizabeth have a brand new kitchen. And as far as farming advice goes, the family have learned about silage.
how to grow bigger and better crops. Then just yesterday, they were to get rid of this maize stalk borer.
But there's still the cow shed and the water storage to go. I catch up with Mwangi as he's doing the final test of the tanks. Perfect. He's managed to change this for that and that for this. The 4,500 litre tanks will mean Elizabeth won't have to go to the well so often.
And Granny will have enough water for her sheep and cows.
No gukena tugukena ni undu wa itangi na guteithia na maundu macio mangi murutite nginya thitima twina gikeno Ngai amurathime. Thank you.
Now this time, on the top there's a liter for keeping the water clean.
It will make my work easier.
That's very good. They have done a very good job for us.
And now, last but not least, the cow shed. Still not finished, but I see the compost heap has been moved to a much better place. It has been fenced in to stop it seeping into the shamba and filled with one layer of manure, then one layer of plant waste. This is the best way to get a rich natural fertilizer to help grow better crops.
With an hour to go, Mwangi makes the last checks and the new cow shed is ready for inspection.
Remember what it was like before? But in 5 days, this is what it now looks like. It has been extended to house more cows. Has a new roof, a sloping concrete floor to allow it to be cleaned easily.
It's also bordered at the back to protect the cows from the wind and to keep them warm. The cows are happy. Is John happy too?
You wanted a beautiful, clean, good cow shed. Now, do you think this is it?
Yes, that's fantastic. No, the cow shed is okay. There's a machine there for cutting napier grass.
So now the slurry can go down the drain.
Yes, you can see. Yes, you can see. Now, you see they want to be dirty during rainy season. There's a store, milking place. Now there's more sheds for more cows. Yes, they produce more milk.
More milk, more
money. Yes.
You are happy?
I'm very happy.
Very happy?
Very.
You like our shape up?
Yes.
Good.
Very good.
Just the way we expected you.
Come again.
We'll be back to see what you have.
Very good.
So, Tony, I think we did a fantastic job on John and his family. Don't you think so?
Yes, we and the experts left the Shamba in a better shape than we found it.
The moral of the story is?
If you need help, just call for a Shamba Shepherd.
If you want to know more about improving your Shamba, log on to shambashapeup.com or text ShapeUp 777. And if you think your Shamba needs shaping up, just call on 0245808080 and leave your name and your contact number.
Next week on Shamba Shape Up, we are near Nanyuki. As Shamba takes on dairy goods, avocados become a cash crop, and Emily gets to sing with her favorite group.
Judy,